Hello everyone, and welcome to my intuitive energy reading. So I'm kind of looking at this photograph here, and this kind of brought up quite a lot of energies from other eras, and power. I get power here. And what came through here is Prince Harry in fear of the future king? And a question here too is, are the lesser royals always kind of in fear of the more senior royals in the family? Senior, quote in quote, senior, okay, which is, I don't know, I'm going to look into this because I do pick this up with this photograph, and days gone by as in Henry VIII, and you know, Henry VIII, everybody was fearful of the king's orders, you know, the king. So anything by the king's orders, everyone was very fearful, the courtiers. So does this still exist today? Does this still exist today? Because I get a feeling that you should be fearful of the future crown, the future king. This is a bloodline that goes back many centuries. Very powerful. I get this power coming through this. Absolutely. And I get what, you know, keep your head down and you'll be fine. Just keep your head down, and that, you know, just keep out of, you know, the focus of this power. Because there's this constant feeling of insecurity and control here. And the constant put downs too. Always being put back in their place, the lesser royals here. And if you step out of line, or if you step out of place of your place in the pecking order of the royal family, well, you know, there will be consequences. And this is how they kind of rule. If you don't comply with the rules, there will be consequences. You are a royal, Prince Harry, and you know, if you're going to go against the future king and the future crown, well, is this relatable today? What's your thoughts on that, guys? Because if they're not allowed to use the Tower of London for torturing or execution for a consequence, then what would they use instead? What would they use instead to keep people in line here? Or on the other hand, is this something of the past left to other generations, other eras, of these kind of severe consequences? So I want to look into this. And is this one of the reasons that Harry wanted to step back as a royal? Because of this constant fear of consequences to his actions. So this is what I'm going to look into in this intuitive reading, picking up firstly, you know, with this energies that I'm picking up here. Is this the reason that Harry has kind of said, I want to step back from this because he can't cope with this scrutiny from all the people that surround the royal family, such as courtiers and these special services people, Christopher Gay and people like that, with all this kind of military training. And but I don't. Does this stop though? Would this stop if Harry steps out as a royal? Would this stop this this pressure that Harry is under to comply to the rules here? Because Harry has always been rebellious and kind of got away with it, but now he's got older. This is not the case, is it? You know, you go against the crown, and there will be. It's not if there will be. There will be consequences for this. So I would say this continues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look into a reading next, okay? And while I'm doing the reading, I will show you the layout too. Because some of you quite enjoyed me showing the layout while I am actually reading the cards, okay? So hopefully with this one there won't be any delay to this, like there was the last one that I tried to do like this. So please enjoy the intuitive energy tarot reading, which is coming up next. Hi everyone, and the energies that I get here is, as I said in the intro, are the lesser royals still in fear of the future king and the power that they hold? Now the energies, I'm going to try to pull up these energies, because what I feel it's that there's no executions anymore, and there's no there's no torturing. So what can they use instead? Well, I feel that they it's actually mind kind of warfare. That's mental control. But can they get away with that? Because in the UK we do have this, but they wouldn't be able to prove it. In the UK we do have this ruling that that mental torture or mental coercion or mental abuse is against the law, in whatever form that may be. Maybe leading someone to fail, maybe leading someone to like move out of the royal family. So using that kind of mental kind of, would you call it cruelty? Mentally fearing doing anything, and mentally treading on eggshells around a situation. That's what's coming through. Is treading on eggshells around the future kings and the monarchs here. And I feel this is what Harry is suffering from, is that he doesn't feel that he's mentally strong enough to actually go to war mentally with these power people. And you're thinking, where are you going with this, Yvonne? Well, I feel that there is such a thing as mind control, and this is very much used in warfare and things like that, to get somebody to weaken or to cave in or to try to break them down to then control them. So I do kind of pick this up. I feel that Harry is halfway there with this already, and he's aware of this, and he does not want to feel as if he is, you know, treading on eggshells around his life forever until he dies, and he doesn't want that for his family either. And Megan is mentally strong. She's come across as mentally strong. Prince Charles has even said she's unbendable. So there is this sense that we've tried, you know, we've tried to break these people. So this is what's coming through intuitively. Okay, it's not something, and it's something that Megan brought up to say, I can't cope. You know, nobody's given me any support. Nobody has said, "Hey, are you okay?" Well, that's all relevant to mind control is to not hand anybody support to big them up, to then feel very strong, to then continue on this road. So it's like, well, we withhold the support, we withhold the help, we withhold everything. So they feel pretty isolated, because that's the first thing mentally controlling people or mental control do, is to take away all of their support networks and all of their support from them, to weaken them. Well, this is what I pick up, and but they did not bank on, the royal family, is that Meghan would kind of rebuff against this, because I feel this is similar to, I'm not saying that Meghan is a controller or a manipulator, but I do feel it's something that she kind of she uses herself, but not in a very kind of severe way. But I feel this is very much in our society at the moment. I would call it narcissism to its fullest, but you call it what you want. It's to crush somebody else, to make somebody else look better or bigger. But it also can be the mere fact of protecting the monarchy, of, well, if we crush that person, then, but we didn't expect Meghan to actually try, start to speak out about this, and she has a little bit in that in the African journey. So I just get with Meghan, she kind of understands about this manipulation, control, and this deprogramming and then reprogramming kind of tactics. I don't know, you see, this is what's coming through. I don't know anything about mind control or anything like that, but this is what's coming through here. And the process of that has been very tortuous to Harry, that Harry has said, I want to cut ties with the royal family. I'm seeing my wife go through this. I'm seeing I saw my mother go through this. I certainly don't want my family to go through this. He blamed it on the paparazzi, but I feel, as I've said, there is this fear of what is going to happen next with the royal family. Well, we've just heard that the Queen is not too happy about them using the royal name for Sussex Royal. I think everybody kind of saw that coming, but I picked that up ages ago that they would not allow that. So that's one start of this kind of taking away the royal, you know, not the titles, but the royal, you know, if we take away the royal, not being able to use the royal name, then this will stop this woman riding the back, you know, trying to cash in on the royals. That's what's coming through. And I'm not going to say, I'm not going to go too uncut here, but I have done a reading on Patreon, 2 readings recently on this, and bringing in people to kind of help them with this. People who have skills in these fields. So if we take that away, if we do this and if we do that, then we can destabilize, because this is what they do in warfare, is they destabilize the country before they give in and surrender. So what this is part of this destabilizing. But Harry is, you know, is a little bit there already with his mental health. But I do get here that there is a fear of the lesser royals. Even Andrew feels like he's always had to walk on eggshells around the more senior royals, and be careful with what he says, with wording, whatever he does. And it's like every single move that they make, they are, you know, it's scrutinized. And this is what's happening with Harry. And that's why he said, we have made a decision to leave the royal family as senior royals, because I think they're sick of this. Harry does not want to be royal anymore, and for this reason, because he does not want to live in fear. Okay. There are consequences if you do not comply to the rules and the protocol. And I feel this is what they've found out, being royals. It feels like everything they do is questioned or put on the table, so they're not free to live their lives how they would like to live their lives freely. So there is this kind of trying to bend somebody's or break somebody's mental well-being here to control. Not great. I kind of understand why Harry wants to step down. He feels that this would stop if he steps down, but I'm not going to go to, like I said, I've done some readings on Patreon, so let's go into the reading here. So with the card reading and the layouts, and you can see it on the screen here somewhere as I'm pulling the cards out, I've already done the reading, and I've got these layouts in front of me here. So I just want you to see me laying out those cards. Okay, so the first card that I got here was the Devil card. And the Devil card is an abuse of power, succumbing to this temptation, very unhappy about this, and then breaking free. So with this card, I would say mental control. I feel this is about mental control, hoping that someone will surrender. Surrendering in what way? I I mean, what would you expect Harry and Meghan to do? I feel that the royal family just do not want them to go separate from the royals and earn their own income and become billionaires. I feel this is what this is. Yeah, and I feel that this is what they want to break free from, and I do get that Meghan has said there's no way that I'm going to earn billions and put it into the pot for the rest of the royals to share out and buy bigger properties. I'd rather do that for ourselves. So there is this feeling here, and this new beginning, the rebirth card, walking out, stepping out on their own here, and taking a leap of faith. And he did say that in that speech, you know, taking you know, the farewell speech, taking a leap of faith, and I feel this is what they are planning to do. So to actually do that, they have kind of acknowledged that I don't want to be told what to do, how to do it, how to speak, what to wear, and all of these things. When it's me who's raking in the money for the royal family, I kind of want some of my independence here. So there is this Princess of Swords in reverse. And the Princess of Swords is detachment and distancing themselves from the royal family. Also means that although they are distancing themselves from the royal family and becoming observers of the royal family like a separate entity, that the royal family are, you know, people within the royal family, the courtiers, people, aides, people like that will actually spy on them forever, spy on them to find out what they're doing in their lives. That they're not going to get left alone by the royals, and this is, they're willing to make a sacrifice with the hangman. They are willing to make a sacrifice. And this is also a reversal of values, because Harry just loves the royal family, and in a way, you know, that's who he is, but he doesn't want to be royal, and he doesn't want to be a prince because of what we've just talked about. So he's tried to put this on hold with the hangman, and he is sacrificing a lot, but it's not just for Meghan. I feel this is for his freedom, and you know, it's been a really difficult decision for him, but he's made that decision to do this. But there is this like cooling down period too here. And this is what I get with this card here. They want to move on to their own lives and find their own happiness and harmony away from the royals. Now this is in reverse. So this is somebody has taken something for granted, and this is their royal status. And kind of we're going to make lots of money on the basis of being royal. Now this is what the royal family do not like, is this element here of using the royal family to make lots and lots of money. If you're going to make the money, then do it from your own names, from your own kind of skills, not from, you know, using the Royal Sussex as a brand to make that money. I feel this is very much well, I get deep down here, the royals do not want them to go rogue alone for many reasons, and So they are saying, let's just put this on hold. Let's do a cooling off period here, which is the Four of Wands in reverse. A cooling off period. Let's just take our time doing this. Let's not rush into this too hastily. But I feel that Megan has already tasted this kind of mind control here, and Harriet knows about this, and they just don't want it. They don't want it anymore. And it's like living in fear for their lives every day. So they are practical, and they are patient, and I feel that there is an agreement here that, okay, we will try to wait a little bit before we actually make this big decision. So in the process of that, and I've covered that on Patreon, and I don't want to go on about Patreon, but it's uncut readings and I don't do them here. So Prince of Pentacles is trying to be practical, trying to go with what the Queen is, you know, at least give it 6 months before we actually do that final severing from the royal family. Of course the Queen will not want this, full stop. She will not want this. So I get the Prince of Cups, and this is what she's hiding. Okay, she's kind of giving her blessings, but in truth she doesn't want it. She doesn't want them leaving the royal family. So I get the Prince of Cups in reverse, and this is where the deception comes in, is that you know, just give it some time, but in reality the Queen does not want them to go. Yeah, so is this the reason then? The cooling off period is to say, take away all these the things that you've taken for granted, such as your, you know, the royal name, okay, your status, and now we've taken that away from you. Are you going to realise that you're not going to be able to put these labels, this branding on your clothes and all of these things to make your money? It's not going to happen. Did you not realise this? Well, this new opportunity has gone a little bit sour. The Four of Cups for this reason, and Megan is absolutely so angry about this, but I don't know why she's angry about this, because I don't feel anybody would be able to use the name royal, if they're a royal, on clothing and stamps on things, and even the Duchy is a brand that they sell in some of our supermarkets here in the UK called Duchy. Even they don't use the royal Duchy or anything like that. So I feel this is something that's backfiring here. And again, are they fearful like they used to be with Henry VIII? Of course, but not in terms of, let's, you know, I'm going to send you to the Tower of London and you'll be executed tomorrow. This is more kind of very kind, which is even, it's worse. Sometimes mental cruelty and mental control is insidious, and it's worse, and it's like deprogramming and kind of descaling you and bringing you to where you are nothing, to then say, well, there you go, you cannot do that. And they, you know, I'm not saying that, well, this is what's coming through, but there is experts in these fields that actually know how to do this. So I get here, this is this is going to backfire. This disappointment here with the Four of Cups, and I get this person, the King of Wands. The King of Wands is willing to do this, to actually regain control. Now that's in reverse, so the person we're talking about is not such a great character, or maybe on the surface somebody who's respected, but this King of Wands has to have everything, even in an obsessive way, has to have everything their way. And it becomes, if you've got an idea and you say, hey, I think this is a great idea, this person is so obsessed of people doing it his way, that this is the extremes this person would go to. Yeah, that's what's coming through with this first card layout here. I'm going to do a second card layout on this. Okay, so I can only say so much here on YouTube, but I get that they want to break free because they do feel fearful of the future crown and being part of the royal family, when they want to do things in their own right. They want to earn money independently. They don't want to well, Meghan is such a business person. She would be thinking, gosh, we're worth billions, so we're more kind of superstars here than any of the other royals, so why should we pour all this back into, and make the monarchy even stronger? We could earn billions over the years. Why should we plough this into the royal pot here? Haven't they got enough, kind of thing? So there is this element, but I think what they have forgotten is, yeah, Prince Harry is royal, but because he's stepping down as a senior royal, he's not going to be able to use that branding name. In fact, I doubt even if they stayed in the royal family, I doubt if they would be able to use Royal Sussex as some kind of clothing branding name or whatever they're going to slap that on. I feel that would be a big no with that project. Okay. And they've spent apparently they've spent thousands on the PR and brand and using this as a brand. I feel that they've copied off the duchy, but they've not used royal. They've used the duchy. You can get lots of those food products, usually from the farms that the Duchy of Cornwall, and it's from the farms from that duchy that they sell milk and all these kind of things, yogurts and all that kind of thing. So I feel they've got this idea from that, but there's a big no. They've got a big no over that. So I will do a reading on that, because this is not a reading on that branding name being taken away. This is a reading on, are they fearful like they used to be of the future king? Yes, they are. That's what I get here. Yes, they are. So as you can see, I'm doing a second reading, and I will put that it's on here. You can see me laying out the cards, and I've got this here, this reading. So on the second reading, fearful that they will get blocked from doing what they want to do. I feel that Harry is kind of learning this, okay, that the monarchy and the royals are a very powerful unit. So I feel he knows this. So he's thinking, okay, I can say that I want to leave because I love this woman. I've fallen in love with the Ace of Cups. and I want to go with my future, you know, my wife, my future partner in life. And so this is what this second card layout is. So yeah, I feel, is this an excuse? Well, why should he have to make an excuse to leave the royal family? Well, what I'm picking up here is there's no way that you can leave the royal family. You will never be a royal. You will never be normal. And this is what Charles has reiterated to him. You're never going to be able to be normal. You're never going to be able to be a normal person. So I feel this is something that he didn't expect, that this would be so difficult to get away from the royal family. Yeah, because I do get with the royal family, and I get here the Five of Cups in reverse. There's unfinished business. There's unfinished business. It's okay. We all fall in love, but it doesn't mean that we're all going to leave the royal family. We have an obligation. We're royals to stick together. But this next card here is unfinished business, I feel, with the Queen of Wands, which is Meghan. Not able to use Sussex Royal. Why do I get this unfinished business? Because I feel I wouldn't put it past Meghan to actually sue the royal family for emotional cruelty. I feel there is this, especially with stopping Meghan doing what she has planned to do, which is make money. You know, I'm trying to be non-biased here. I'm not going to say she came into the royal family to ride the back of them to make money. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't say that on YouTube. But there's unfinished business here from Meghan. I think I need to do a reading on that on a future date. So there is they're sticking by. We're cutting ourselves off from the royal family. We've made this choice, but there's this recklessness, and I feel, you know, these two people with I feel what the royal family are doing is trying to teach them to be wiser with their words, with their actions, and they do not seem to be learning this way, that they're so reckless in their choices. And this is what the royal family are a little bit scared of. And this is the future monarch, whether this is Charles or William or both. They're not happy with this lady, this Meghan here, wanting to cash in on the royal name. And I feel that's what they feel here. They feel that this is what this is. So this is why they, you know, Harry will go with whatever Meghan wants to do, but the royal family are saying there's no way you can make money from our name. We're not going to let you do that. And I get here yeah, I get here new ideas, great ideas, progressive ideas, and you know, we've really thought this through. In fact, we've spent a lot of money on PR and all these ideas that we have. Did they tell them before they did this? Well, I feel that the royal family didn't know that they were going to take this road. So there was no warning to, and again, they've done something without consulting the royal family. So it's like some kind of global domination with this brand, and that's how they Meghan thought this would be is this global brand, this Sussex Royal, and this is where Meghan is going to think, oh my goodness, they are going to stop us every step of the way because we have left the royal family. So there is this fear. Are they that powerful? Are the royal family that powerful that they will stop us in our tracks every single avenue we take here? So there is, yes, there is this genuine fear of unforeseen difficulties from the royal family. You're not going to be able to leave the royal family. This is one of the most powerful families in the world, and if you do try to leave, you're going to be, especially after what you've said, which is, you know, they've not supported me, they have not, you know, that they are, I don't know, things that Meghan have said about the royal family, I don't feel they're happy about what they've said about the UK. You know, that's the UK, it's the UK, and you know, Prince William and Charles are going to be the future king of the UK. Consequences of your actions here. There is this fear, and I keep saying this, but there is a valid fear of a future monarch and a future king, as there has always been. I don't feel that anybody can just walk all over the future monarchy and then try to destroy it in a way of creating their own little spin-off there, because this is what I pick up. Like I said, I've done 2 readings and I'm going to do a third one on that, which is relative to this on Patreon. This is the final card, and when I started this reading I said, is Harry fearful of the future crown, which is William. I feel with that photograph, I picked that up, I analysed that photograph, picked up on that photograph intuitively what that meant, and he is fearful of his brother. And I get here anguish tearing this whole thing down. Wow. The charity side of it though is that, you see, Harry is focusing on, you're trying to stop us from succeeding, but I don't feel the royal family are. You can succeed as long as you use appropriate means to do so. And but this is affecting Harry because of his mental health issues and his mental health status. Meghan is going ballistic because, you know, the royal family yet again have stepped in and stopped this. Who are they? How dare they? You know, this is we've spent thousands on this. So this is going to go straight to Harry's mental state and make it his foundations very shaky. And this is what I get here with this card here, the 9 of Swords. Is this energy of mental anguish. It's like I can't explain this. It's like Harriet has been controlled because he you know, he's easily kind of prodded, and he responds to things in a very kind of, you know, it gets very down about it, because it's the way of control. It's the way the royal family control through mental kind of mental control. And when this mental control, or this is triggered within Harry, because he's had this most of his life, when this is triggered, it goes into some kind of depression when this is triggered. And this is what Meghan has not really seen. Maybe seen a little bit of this, but since this here, which he knows he can't use, Harry knows he can't use the royal to brand everything. He knows that. And now they've pointed it out. This has triggered something in Harry, that he's saying to, oh God, they're trying to control me again, trying to control every aspect of my life. I've got no, I just wish I was a normal person. And he's easily controlled by these triggers. Yeah, so this is what I get with this card here. He's going to get very depressed over the fact that the royal family is saying no to Sussex brand, but also he knows that. He knows that before he even went into paying all this money into paying for this brand. So why didn't he say to Meghan at the time, gosh Meghan, we're going to spend thousands on this Sussex Royal, and you know, this brand, and you know, my family will just never allow it. They will never allow us to use royals as a brand to stamp on everything. No, I don't think that's a great idea. They will just take it away. I know my family, I know, but he's not strong enough to say that. He would, you see, he's got some kind of issues that he would let this go along, and then after the damage is done, and after Meghan is like raging away there in the background, how dare they, how dare they, you see, Harry could turn around and say, well, what do you expect? But he's been part of this, I'm paying all this money. So this is highlighting Harry's mental reasoning, mental state, that he's not a full shilling, and Meghan's going to think, crikey, why didn't you tell me this? Why didn't you tell me that before we spent this like 200,000 on this branding? Why, you know, and you allowed me to continue with this when you knew. So I'm going to leave the reading here. I'm going to leave it and say mind control is the way that this is like overpowering and triggering to control. And Harry is an easy target to do that too. He will really, you know, he will really take the bait, and yet he knows. So something's not right there, is it? If he knows he can't use the royal as a brand, yet he allowed it anyway. So yes, I would say that Harry is very fearful of his brother and the future crown in controlling his life, and there is like this rebellion of, I don't want you to control my life, I want to be normal, I don't want to be royal anymore. And the royal saying, you'll always be a royal, you will not be able to escape from this, even if you do step down from senior royal. I'm going to end it there. If you want to see further readings on this on Patreon, please come and join us on Patreon. That is in the description box at the bottom, the link. And thank you very much, and bye for now. Oh, please put your thumbs up, subscribe, share this video, and if you'd like to donate, please donate. Thank you. Fascinating, I feel, talking about things like this. So thank you, and bye for now. Love you all. Bye bye.